G'day guys, Cam Wild Touring and welcome to this week's video. This week's actually all about Tiff.
It's all about me. No, it's all about how we've made our caravan feel like a little bit more of a home. So internal decoration, storage, organisation, all of that sort of fun stuff. I'm gonna start at the front of the caravan, work my way down to the bottom, tell you what we've done, where we've bought it from pretty much.
We're not the most stylish people, so all of this stuff, I mean, you've made it look nice, but you've also made it look homely, but there's a bit of an emphasis on it being practical.
Functional, yeah.
Yeah, not too heavy. We've got little kids that are grubby, so we don't want things to get too dirty.
Exactly.
All that kind of stuff.
I've kept that in mind, and a lot of it is, it's quite budget friendly too, so yeah, I'll run you through that as we go through.
Should we start at the beginning?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
I was just going to say, now I can assure you that our caravan doesn't normally look like this. We have done a tidy up this morning. We've sent the kids into the grandparents. The great thing about a caravan though is you can tidy up top to bottom in 5 minutes. It's awesome. Not like a house. All right, so we are literally going to start at the front of the caravan. The first thing I'm going to point out is we wanted somewhere to store sunglasses and just those like quick grab items that you need as you're going in and out of the caravan. So for us, it's sunglasses and it's hats. So I bought this Constantly, I think they're called a shower caddy. So they are advertised to be used in the shower, but you literally can use them anywhere. And I did get the idea to use it elsewhere on Facebook. I saw someone mention them in a Facebook group. So we're using this just to store sunglasses. It is self-adhesive, so when you buy it, it comes with like a big sticky backing. You peel it off, you place it down. It's as simple as that, really. Hats, we have fusion lock hooks. If you have a caravan, you will know all about fusion lock. They are awesome for caravanning. They're suction based, so you take off the sticky backing, you get like a suction pump, you pump it on and they just stay on forever. We've used them for years and years and never had a problem with them ever coming off. You can also, like, this is the great thing about a composite van is it's like this, what do you call it?
It's just like smooth.
It's a smooth surface, so they just literally stick as they are. However, there are some places in our caravan that isn't smooth. It's like more of
textured.
A textured surface, and you can just buy there's like a disc that you put behind it and it sucks onto the disc.
Yeah, so all this stuff is from Bunnings, hey?
Yeah, Bunnings, yep.
We really like the fusion lock stuff. You'll see it sort of scattered through the van, a few different bits and pieces.
So this cupboard in here, we're sort of using it as like a tech cupboard as well as Cam's clothing cupboard.
That's because I've got more tech than clothes.
So this top one is literally the only clothes that he owns. And then we're using the bottom too because we're running while touring out of the caravan as well. So we really need a place dedicated for laptops, charging, cameras and all of that stuff. It's not awfully neat at the moment, but we're getting there. So this one's sort of like a charging station. And then I bought these tubs from Kmart, narrow fridge organisers, and 2 of them fit in there. They literally pull out. We keep our laptops in there, charging gear. We probably do need to get like a protective sleeve to put these in just so they don't bounce against each other when we're driving.
Yeah, but it just made more sense than laying the laptops down flat.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, and then behind that you can't quite see, but we have Starlink, the router set up in there.
Yeah. So and it's a bit of a mess in there at the minute, isn't it? But
it is.
Because there's a 240 volt plug and there's also some 12 volt plugs in there. We can run a fair bit of charging gear, the router for the Starlink, all that kind of stuff.
So we do still need to stick them down, and we'll probably stick them down with sticky.
The router and stuff.
The router with like Velcro dots and stuff.
And then while you're on charging stuff, charging phones.
Yeah, so this was my brilliant idea.
Yeah.
So with the phones, we went out and bought some of those, just the standard Apple MagSafe chargers, and then we've stuck them on with, it's like a gel double-sided tape. I think it's called alien tape or
gel tape.
Gel tape from Bunnings. We've stuck them on either side, and then we took this pocket off, we just unscrewed it, and we ran the cabling behind the back of it. Just so it's a little bit neater. And then I also got the one for my Apple Watch as well. So at night time we just stick them all up there
Yeah, that works a treat. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, and we charged them there for the night.
And we kind of got the idea from Cameron Caravans in the first place because we noticed that they do a wireless charging thing from factory on the side there. But we obviously needed 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, plus the watch as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned, these came all standard with the van, just little pockets, so we just keep our remotes and whatnot in there. Bedspread is new. I got this from Adair's, also Black Friday sales. It was like 50% off. I chose this colour in particular because of dirt, red dust. I just wanted something that would sort of hide the dirt. I have also gone... So this bed is a weird sort of size. It's like halfway between a queen and a king. So this is a king bedspread. I just like to have it a little bit bigger so it fits over us.
Hey, on that note, Tiff, because we had dramas with finding sheets that fit perfectly, like fitted sheets.
Yes.
So do you want to show them? I mean, I've talked about this before. I use them in my swag. We love these things from Spotlight.
Yeah.
They're called sheet keepers.
Oh, it's probably hard for me to do it.
Oh, you know what? I can see them there, Tiff.
Yeah.
They're like, it's, you know what? It's suspenders for your mattress sheets.
Yeah, it really is. It's like really thick elastic. It's got clips on either side, and it just like clips them together. You tighten it, and then the sheets just don't move. It's great.
Yeah, so the first few nights we were finding, because the sheets didn't fit perfectly, they were kind of bunching up a little bit.
Yeah.
Stuck those sheet keepers on it, and now they're nice and taut. Yeah. Which we like.
Yep. Moving on to the overhead cupboards. These are all my cupboards for clothes storage. I just went out to Big W and I got some felt sort of tubs that fit in there quite nicely. Because they're felt as well, they can squish down. So, you know, whereas the plastic rigid tubs, I would have had to find a size that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So I just do like that fold so I can see every top that I have. So they're Big W, and then I've got some more in there as well. I won't show you through this overhead thing because there's not much in there, to be honest. We call it our junk drawer.
Yeah, it's good because you can hide a bit of stuff up there, hey?
Yeah, you put something in there and then you never see it again.
Yeah, so I've got bulky stuff up there like my tripod and things like that.
The plant, you'll see a few of them scattered around the van. I think it was from Target, but they're years old. I've just brought them in over from our other van. So there's lots of different places you can buy fake plants these days. That one drives Cam mad because it's right at his eye level as he's watching TV. I've
just realised as well, Tiff, you can see my reflection the entire time in the cupboards. No, it doesn't matter. I just look like a goober.
But I don't care what he says because I like the plant and the plant is here to stay. Photo frames, there are 4 of them in the Caravan. They're all from Big W. I just went around to like Big W, Kmart, Target, and I just found the lightest frames I could find. And then I stuck them on with that 3M picture hanging strips. The reason why I did the picture hanging strips over like the gel tape is because I can then remove them if I want to and change the photos down the track. Then I'll show you through overhead cupboards. I might just open all of them up. I won't bother showing you that one because that's the Gusto, so there's nothing in there.
I'll just open it anyway so people remember what it actually looks like.
Yeah. I don't actually need those soda stream
bottles. Oh yeah, we've hidden... The soda stream bottles won't live there. Well, no. We'll explain why in a bit.
Yeah, they're going in the bin. You will see this one has a bar across it. So all of these cupboards from factory came with a bar across them. We have removed most of them just because everything I put in the cupboards I have in storage anyway, so I didn't really need them. But the great thing about them is they are very easily removable.
And they do their job.
And they do their job.
Yeah, so they were in every single cupboard, I think.
Yeah, they were.
Certainly every
I think
overhead.
this is the only cupboard we're still using one in. So these tubs, they've come across from the last van. They're from Kmart.
It was like a big kit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a kit. I like them because they're quite compact and small and you can see them all in one go. And then these 2 cupboards are pretty much identical. I've got these large baskets. They're from Kmart. And then they sit on top of a...
We did a similar thing in the last van too with these racks, didn't we?
Yeah, they sit on top of this wire rack. The 2 wire racks are different and that bothers me.
Yeah.
But that rack came from Kmart like 3 years ago and now they don't sell it anymore. So this rack is from Big W. I just had to get a different one.
It's just sort of finding, with tubs and racks and stuff like that, measure your space and then you're on Big W, Target, Kmart, Kitchen Warehouse, anyone that sells sort of storage stuff, and it's just finding things that fits your space.
But even then, like Cam is disgusted the amount of times I've been to the shop to return things.
Yeah.
I like to buy a lot of stuff and then put it in my space, and if it doesn't work, then I return it. And it's just a just a matter of that. These tubs are from Big W.
Oh, so the top one's a Kmart, the bottom one's a Big W.
Yeah, I did initially have 2 separate containers there, but I just feel like the one big pull-out one worked a little bit better for us.
And the top tubs you got there from Kmart, things without lids just mean you can sort of fit bigger, bulkier, strange size items.
All right, so I'll close these cupboards. And I'll just quickly show you the magazine pockets. I think these are meant for books and magazines and that sort of stuff, paperwork. We use them as iPad holders, so at night we put the kids' iPads there to charge. We've run the cabling under the couch.
Because often you'll get charging points like this, the 240 and the USB one, under the dinette.
You've got a hole there still.
Yeah, which is really handy if you're sitting at the table and you're on your laptop or something like that. But we just don't like to permanently leave stuff plugged in there because it sort of gets in the way of your feet when you're sitting at the table.
Yeah, also the kids put their feet there and they end up bending the cords so much that they snap and then you can't use them anymore.
Yeah, so we've done a little sneaky and I've actually used one of the USB ports that's already under that dinette, but I'm plugging the cables in under the seat and then we've kind of routed the cables through the seat.
And you will see it's very easily removable, the couch cover, so you can see it comes through and these lift up. We keep our vacuum under there as well.
Yeah, because there's a 240 volt plug for the fridge under there, so that's a good point to charge the vacuum.
Doesn't really look very neat though.
No, it still needs sorting out properly. But it does the job. It means the cables, those 2 cables are always there, right in the spot where the kids are charging their iPads. It's just about being simple and out the way, isn't it?
Yeah. Got our little elf on the shelf there.
Oh yeah, enjoying that.
We've got a few little like decorative signs around the van. They're both from Etsy, so this one and this one that I put at the door. There is a spelling mistake on this, and the spelling mistake is my stuff up. But whatever.
We're just
laughing about it now.
It's the lose track is loose track. But do you know what? We'll be doing a lot of loose tracks too, Tiff, so it's all right.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mat is from Adair's. I love it because it's red and it hides the dirt. Cam absolutely hates it and threatens to put it in the bin all the time.
I just don't like, with little kids that run up and down, I just feel like it's a trip hazard. It just gets in the way, it gets rolled up.
I just love them because they're homely. So I've got, you'll see later when we get down there, there's a bath mat as well. So from Adair's, it's not going back to the shop, it's staying.
Yeah, you ripped the tag off so he couldn't return it.
Moving into the kitchen now. Overhead storage. We keep coffee and big sort of like bottles in there, so cordials and alcohol, all that sort of thing. There is a little pull-out basket in there.
Yeah, that's a good little space because otherwise it would have been wasted.
Yeah, we also use the microwave as storage as well, so that keeps our rice cooker, pizza bases, wraps, anything that sits flat. We
also store bread in there sometimes as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Although at the moment, because it's hot and humid, the bread's only lasting a couple of days.
I find when we travel, we don't really use bread because it just gets mouldy. It has to live in the fridge, really, and then it takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
This one is our, I guess you call it like utility sort of cupboard. Just keeps a little bit of junk. We've got these Permastick little self-adhesive hooks. They were from Bunnings. So they keep our car keys, Caravan keys, wallets, coffee cups.
Don't break into our van, you know where everything is.
These are from Kitchen Warehouse. So we did a little bit of a Kitchen Warehouse shopping spree. And these were something that we bought there. They're called unbreakable cups, but they're quite nice because they're like a really thick, I think they call it Titan plastic.
Yeah, it still sort of feels like glass.
Yeah, it does. It's nice to drink out of. So
not normally a fan of drinking out of plastic, but they're pretty nice.
Yeah, we got them. We also got some unbreakable cocktail, like margarita glasses, which we used last night.
Yeah, I'll show them footage of me and Pete having one last night.
Yeah.
Or a picture.
And then while we're at Kitchen Warehouse, we bought this magnetic knife rack, which Cam has screwed onto the wall, so that was a pretty easy process. The knives are also from there, really good quality knives.
I like them.
Cut my finger on one of them yesterday. They are very sharp. That's one thing that Cam likes to spend money on is good quality knives, good quality cookware.
Yeah, so we've blown the budget a little there. Like you've seen, a lot of our stuff is Kmart, Big W. With the Kitchen Warehouse haul, we've spent a bit more money on some really nice knives, that chopping board.
Yeah,
what else did we get from there?
The salt and pepper shaker.
Oil sprayer.
Cutlery. So we got a cutlery organizer and this nice like matte black cutlery. We got
pot and pan set's really nice. Again, this is not the lightest stuff, and it definitely wasn't the cheapest stuff. It's really good quality.
It's nice.
It's pretty solid, pretty heavy base. I think that it's also induction
friendly, gas friendly, oven safe.
Because we kind of find I did want induction friendly stuff, even though we don't have induction cooking in the van. We find if it's quite hot in here, we don't want to be cooking all our meals inside. So I can grab the induction cooker out of the car, stick it outside on the picnic table, and I can still use, we just got one pot and one pan.
Yeah, that's all we find we really need. You need something to like boil your rice or your pasta or, do your curry, and then sort of something for the meat. We find having two is plenty. And then we've also bought in the matching range like a baking tray, which fits perfectly in the Ziggy, so we can use that for roasts and barbecues and stuff. But then this tray, this rack, which comes standard, sorry it's a bit dirty, which comes standard in the grill, fits perfectly inside the baking tray that we got.
Yeah, so we can use it as like a roasting rack for doing a roast in the Ziggy outside.
Yeah. I mean, we could use this, and we have done in the past, but if you use this, then this gets quite stinky and hard to clean. All
the drippings and stuff.
Yeah. You will notice this weird contraption in here as well. This is like Cam's homemade SodaStream contraption.
Should I explain that quickly?
If you want to.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. So we've had the SodaStream bottles, as you saw, they're stored up there. Problem with SodaStream is it just doesn't get fizzy enough. Tiff likes the store-bought soda water that's really, really fizzy. So,
and so does Chloe. That's all she drinks.
Yeah. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that I quite like a beer. And at home, I'm kegging my own beers, and I also keg soda water for you guys, don't I?
Yeah.
We go through heaps of soda water on tap. So I've used a few keg fittings. I'm still using a proper SodaStream bottle, which means like a lot of servos will just let me exchange that as we're traveling. But I've just got a mini regulator and got a gas fitting that can go on top of any PET water bottle. And it means that I can make really fizzy soda water like this. Give that a shake for 30 seconds. Like a cocktail maker. And that is a super fizzy bottle of soda water. And you girls have been smashing that, hey?
Yeah, and it also packs down a lot smaller than the actual SodaStream machine as well.
Yeah. So yeah, all that stuff was from I think that was from iKegger, bits from Kegland. Yeah, you're probably not going to recreate it anyway, but just so you know what we're doing.
It's a bit hillbilly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, no, it works well. Soda water done.
I'll show you quickly inside the fridge while we're here.
Yeah.
I've got some of these baskets. I think they were from Big W. They're from our last caravan.
A lot of the storage stuff we've taken from the other van, haven't we?
Yeah. Things aren't packed awfully nicely because we have been living in it stationary. We haven't been moving. But it does have these bars that came with it that lock up for when you are travelling.
And all the important stuff's in there, Tiff.
What, beer?
Yeah.
Hey, while we're here, what I love about this, and I never knew, is that it's magnetic. So I can stick my calendar up there. Chloe's got a Christmas list. The map is from Adventure Awaits.
Yeah, that's it.
What I love about it is that it's a removable type sticker. Like it's a fabric material. So this is actually from our last caravan. So,
yeah, so you were where was it stuck in the last van? On the fridge as well.
Fridge,
yeah, so you were able to peel that off and transfer it, which is wicked because this is not our van, it's a loaner van. So we'll peel that off again and it'll go in the next van or it'll go in the kids' rooms or our room or the study or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that.
This is a little storage cupboard up here as well. It's got Dad's after dinner snacks in it. And it's got our medicine thing. I made this myself. I've never bought like one of those pre-bought survival kit type things before. I just compile it myself with all the stuff that we use.
Yeah, I do run that iCheck one in the car.
In your car, yeah. Yeah, it is good to have two because then you don't have to move them.
This one's probably more medicine sort of stuff, whereas my other one's more like bandages.
It's like kids Panadol and Nurofen, like stuff that you don't need urgently, but you do need.
Yeah.
Chopping boards in there. I've got a few little baskets. They're old ones from Kmart. They just store like big things like oil, dishwashing liquids. We've mounted the bin. We did this in our last caravan too. The bin is from Kmart. it is advertised as like a hanging bin, so it's got little nooks on the back of it. And Cam's just put 2 screws in the back of the cupboard.
Yeah.
So then it sits there nicely. It's so handy because as you're cooking, you can just put things straight in the bin.
Yeah.
While I'm in here, I did also buy this from Kmart. I haven't needed to use it yet because we have been stationary. But my idea with this, it's advertised as a nappy caddy. But my idea is that I'm going to get it out every morning when we're traveling, put the drink bottles, the lunch boxes, the iPads, anything that needs to go into the car with the kids. I'll pack in here. I can carry it in one hand and then it sits between the kids in the back seats.
Yeah, because it's always a hassle getting all the rubbish and the water bottles and the iPads and all the crap out the car, isn't it?
Yeah, and then same thing when we arrive. Yeah, it's got all the rubbish in it. I can literally just take it out with one hand, you know, put everything away and then use it again the next day. I did have someone ask about bench space and drying dishes. I don't really find it an issue, to be honest. This van actually has more bench space than our last van did. So we've got this entire area here. We've got the chopping board here, but I just have this drying, like microfiber memory foam type mat from Kmart. And I just stick it on there, do the dishes, I dry them straight away, and then I put them away.
And then that thing can also fit in the washing machine when you're washing towels or...
Yep, and it's got this handy little hanging hook on it, so I just hang it up either there or on the other side. And that's that. And while I'm here, these are our own brand tea towels.
Oh yeah, do you know what? I don't think we've ever shown this new design on a YouTube video.
Yeah, I don't think we have either. They've been out for, what, a good...
year or more? Maybe
year now?
2?
So it's just hanging up with one of these self-adhesive hooks. I didn't feel the need to put a fusion lock hook there just because they are quite big, bulky, so it's just a little stick-on one. They come in a 4-pack, it comes in 4 different colours. This is our new geometric range.
Same material as last time, same materials as our bath towels,
and
our beach towels.
It's quick dry, microfiber.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see, it's not like the plasticky type ones that you see. This is like they call it a waffle weave, don't they?
Yep, we absolutely love them. They are great at drying dishes. They're great at drying. They literally dry in half the time a regular towel does.
Take up no room.
They pack away at like, you know, a quarter of the space of a normal towel. They're just amazing. Don't want to toot my horn too much, toot my own horn too much, but I love them.
We are super proud of our towels, really, aren't we? Yeah, we've nailed it.
So we normally take 2 tea towels away with us. One's hanging up, one's away in the drawer, just because we use them a lot. So we'd like to alternate between 2. And then on the other side, these are also our geometric bath towels. They come in a set of 4, set of 6, so there are 2 additional colours that you don't see here.
This is the colours you get if you get the 4-pack though,
It is, yeah, and you can also buy them individually. So, yeah, they're on our website. Check them out if you're interested.
Yeah.
We do absolutely love them.
And you've hung these ones on the Fusion Lock hooks. So they'll, yeah, these drip, they don't drip dry. I was going to say they drip dry.
They don't, yeah.
But they do dry here. We don't hang them out on the line or anything like that.
No.
And we literally take 1 set of towels away with us, Tiff. 1 set of beach towels, 1 set of bath towels. And so that frees up, like we don't really have a linen cupboard.
Yeah, we don't have a linen cupboard. So yeah, what you see out is all we have except for the extra tea towel. I literally just wash them and then they dry a few hours later.
And like in terms of bedding and stuff, Tiff, we just take 1 set of bedding and when we stay in the caravan park, we'll wash it.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we don't lose a lot of storage space to linen, I guess is what I'm getting at.
But like Cam said, yeah, we only take what's on the kids' beds, except I do have 1 extra fitted sheet that I store just because kids are more likely to have accidents, spill stuff. You know, often that happens right before bedtime. So I do have that 1 extra sheet. You will see that Brodie doesn't have like a cover on his bed at all. I do have one, but I just store it underneath the bed, which I thought was I actually stole that idea from someone else, but it's a really clever thing, like to store blankets underneath the mattress.
Yeah, so if you've got a heavier doona or whatever for winter, it makes the bed, if anything, it's going to make the bed a bit softer.
Yeah.
And it takes up no room.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't have that for him because he's still in those like sleeping bags. I don't know how much longer he'll be in them, which is why I have the doona for him as well.
But Chloe kept asking she watches too much American YouTube, and she kept asking for a beddie?
A beddie, which I think is like an American version of these. So this is from Wanderlust ones. It's like those zip-up doona fitted sheet all-in-one type things. So yeah, the doona literally just zips the whole way off and then you can wash them separately. It makes the bed a little bit neater, so, you know, every morning I don't have to make the bed. It literally just stays as it is.
I've got to be honest with you, I couldn't handle that because I like to have my feet poked out.
Me too, but she loves them.
Chloe loves it. She's been really happy with it.
At the end of the bed, I've got these, I think they're called an expandable caddy. They're from Kmart, and she just puts all of her stuff in there, drink bottles, stuffed toys, makeup, books, anything that she wants to keep. And it just sits at the end of her bed like that all the time. Brodie's got one too. He's got his books and toys in there. And it doesn't get in, because they're only small still, it doesn't get in the way of where they're sleeping. And then she's got some decorative things all around her bed. The flower mirror is from Adair's. I've just stuck it on with that gel double-sided tape again. The stickers are from Big W, which I was quite impressed with, really. They're a bit cute.
Are they like those removable ones?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She's put all her Christmas cards from her friends up there, but she wanted me to leave that space blank because she wants to put photos up there. She doesn't know it yet, but she's getting a Polaroid camera for Christmas.
Yeah, she's going to love that.
Yeah, so she's going to stick all her photos up there as well. The sign, again, I've stuck it on with double-sided tape. My friend Jess, she's got like a laser engraving type store she does online. It's called Label Lady. But yeah, she made them for me and I really love them. And then Brodie's got one too. And he's got trucks and diggers and excavators, again from Big W, little stickers.
All the stuff he's into.
Yeah. And then while I'm here too, we just have a pool noodle, which I've tucked under the bed sheets, which stops him from falling out at night time. I was a little bit worried moving into this van because our last van had that net that clicked into place, so he couldn't get out. But he's really at the age now where he doesn't need it, and he's been pretty good about it, staying in bed. Back cupboards.
So this is kind of what we're getting at before. This would normally probably be linen for people.
Yeah.
But we don't carry any, so it means we get a lot of storage here.
Yeah, so I've found these like pull-out drawers. They were from Kmart, and in them I've stuck our beach towels, goggles, bathers, headphones. There's some backpacks, a beach bag stuff down the side, just things that don't really have a place anywhere else.
We were originally going to leave one side empty because we thought there's not many spaces where you can fit like sort of tall, big, bulky things, and we thought this would be a good space. But when it came down to it, there was nothing really that we had that didn't fit in a tub or in another sort of storage area.
We actually haven't utilised all of our storage yet anyway. Like these two drawers down here,
they're empty.
Are empty. Under the bed at the moment it's hiding Christmas presents, but
otherwise it'll be
then,
empty.
We'll probably stick cartons of cans in there, like Pepsi or beer.
Yeah.
Just bulky things.
Oh, so we'll fill that. Under the dining seat as well is empty.
Yes.
And a couple of hatches outside we haven't filled as well.
Yeah.
So surprisingly we've got a lot more storage than we need.
Yeah, so I'm tempted to bring like the air fryer or get an air fryer.
Yeah.
And maybe a bread maker, but bread's dangerous.
Yeah, we don't need bread.
If you make a fresh load of bread, you eat the whole thing in one sitting, but we do, so.
Yeah, that's because we have a lack of self-control,
Tiff. And then, so the drawers, the kids have one drawer each. So Brodie's drawer is up a bit higher because I'm the one that has to reach in there for the clothes anyway. And then Chloe's is down here. I've organised them in, they have these little tubs. They're from IKEA. I've had them for years. I've used them in their bedrooms at home. And it just separates their undies, their socks and their shorts and t-shirts. So yeah, kids drawer each. This one is just full of nappies and toilet paper and wet wipes. And then the bottom drawer, we use that as our dirty washing hamper. So all the dirty washing goes in here. And then at the bottom of it, I store the actual fold-up hamper. I absolutely love this. And it was like $5 from Spotlight.
Oh, okay.
It's great. It's even got pockets down the side of it. You can store pegs and stuff in.
That's clever.
A lot of people say, why don't you store your dirty washing in the washing machine? And you can, but I just find if you do that and then you shut the lid, it's quite stinky.
I don't know how good that would be for the washing machine either, because they have those springs and stuff to move around, which is fine while it's spinning at full speed because it finds its center point or whatever. But I think on corrugations and stuff, if you put weight in it, I don't know how good that would be for it bouncing around.
I was going to mention as well, if anyone has this exact washing machine,
yeah,
I'm having a lot of trouble with it It works fine, but when I put a load on, if it's not balanced 100% correctly, it gets to the end and then it restarts again and it fills more water up.
Yeah, so sometimes it goes like 4 or 5 times straight.
It just keeps going and going.
And it uses more water every time.
Yeah, and I googled the fault, and apparently it's to do with it not, being balanced. But how do I make it balanced? Like I'm putting less in, and I'm...
Yeah, we're not doing huge loads. And we had the previous model from Kamak, and it was the same size, and it was a great washing machine. Used bugger all water. This one is really good, but for some reason, like you said, pretty much like 1 in every 2 loads, it starts again and it uses twice as much water.
I'm just worried, like if we put the washing on and then walk out or forget about it, it's just going to constantly fill with water and then dump it and fill and dump it. So yeah, I don't know. If anyone's had that problem and fixed it, let me know. The mat that you see here arrived this morning.
Oh, couriers, please.
It honestly, like this came from Target in Midland, which is like 40 minutes away, and it took 3 weeks to get here.
That's ridiculous.
I do not understand. Anyway, it arrived. It's from Target. You will notice that there is no door here anymore. So the door used to slide down here and then sort of sit out to here. Yeah, we just decided we'd remove it because we don't need the privacy. With the kids are young, they don't care.
Yeah.
And it also means because they are young and I'm still helping them shower, it means I can actually sit down here and help them and wash them. So it opens up this space a hell of a lot more. The kids can sit down here and play with their toys on the floor. Yeah, it's a good thing. I really like it.
Yeah, I've removed it in such a way that I can put it back on for when we sell it, because I totally understand that's not for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you've got older kids that do want privacy.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth having the door still. But for us at this stage of our lives, we didn't feel like we needed the door.
Yeah, it probably saved us a smidge of weight. It's opened up a heap more room. The kids have like you said, kids have a bit more space to play. Yeah. And we've still got this curtain here that we can swing across there if someone's on the loo anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good thing.
We do use that curtain at night time just to block out the light as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you the while you're at that angle, I'll show you the shower. There's really not much going on in there. There's a little tub on the floor. I think it was from Kmart. I chose that. It's really old, but I chose this one because the water just drains straight out of it. So that just keeps all of their toys.
Yeah. Brodie's normally sitting on the floor in the shower playing while we're all showering.
What I like about this shower is that it is a step over. So you can almost use it as a little bit of a bathtub.
Yeah, because what happens with, like Brodie, and Chloe used to do it as well, they'll sit on the plug and it will start to flood.
Yes.
So we've got a little bit of a safety barrier. It's like 100 mil, 10 centimetres to the step there.
Yeah, and there is a shelf along here as well, which does have a lot of our bottles at the moment. Not great for when you are travelling because they will bounce everywhere. I have put another one of those Constantly caddies in here. You'll see it's got drainage holes on the bottom of it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so they are advertised as for the shower. And then we can stick some bottles in there.
I tried to find the weight rating for you, but I couldn't see it online. But they do certainly market them towards doing exactly this, putting a couple of shampoo bottles in.
Yeah, you just got to find sort of smaller bottles that will fit because there's not a hell of a lot of room in it. And then just Fusion lock in here as well, the soap dispenser, the toothbrush holder and the shelf again. Another plant, and you will see a little sleep trainer in here. It is from Oricom. We used one with Chloe and it worked really, really well, but she is like a rule follower to the T. So when she was 3, she would not get out of bed until that clock was yellow.
Yeah, people might not understand what it actually does, Tiff.
Yeah, so what you do is you set a time, a wake up time and a bedtime. So at wake up time, the clock will turn from blue to yellow, and then at bedtime, it turns from yellow to blue. So ours is set to 6:30. So at 6:30, when it turns yellow, it means they can get out of bed. But for Brodie, he just goes, whatever, I'll just get up any time. So it's not working all that great for him yet, but I'm hoping that he'll get the hang of it.
He'll get the hang of it. Actually, Tiff, because I have a discount code with Oricom for 15% off, but I don't even know if it works on those, so I might chat to them and see if they can activate it.
I think it does. I think it works on baby products, but we'll test it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll work by the time you're watching the video anyway.
Yep. And then we've got 2 cupboards in here as well. Again, it's just a mixture of different tubs that we found that would fit the space. These are from Kmart. I can't remember where that one is from. It's so old. Toilet paper is just scattered everywhere. Not a good spot to hang it up there because it does fall off when the washing machine's on, but...
Shame, because it fits well up there and it takes up dead space.
I know.
We can probably rig something up so it stays up there.
Yeah, I did also get this toilet holder because there is like a weird little space here.
Oh, would that be the wheel well? Would that be the...
I'm not too
sure.
The wheels are? Yeah, it could be. It could be. So I got this on Amazon and I was going to stick it down, and I probably still will, but it probably just needs to come out a little bit more so I can actually get the things in if it's stuck down.
Yeah, I reckon you should.
Otherwise, I might even just get a basket there for like sunscreen and all of that sort of stuff.
And then the actual holder is fusion lock again as well,
fusion
isn't it?
Lock, yep. And I think that's almost everything.
Yeah. So nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Just little bits and pieces to make life easier.
Yeah. Hopefully you see something in there that might help you with your own caravan decoration. Yeah.
Journey.
So that's probably all you'll see in terms of caravan fitting out and mods and decor and all of that stuff. Now we're just going to go and use it.
Yeah, we're done and we're ready to use it. But we are actually using it now. Like we said before, we're actually living in it right now on Tiff's folks' block. But we're going to load it up and tow it down south to spend some time with my family over Christmas.
Yeah, you wanted to weigh it as well, so we'll do that before we head off.
Yep. And but we probably won't film any of that. So probably the next stuff you'll see in the caravan will be our shakedown trip, and we'll chat about the weights and stuff like that as well when I get a chance to weigh it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to have a week off. I think next week we won't put anything out on YouTube. I think we'll take a little break over Christmas.
Yeah. So if we don't see you before, have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Thank you for supporting us through the year, watching our videos, commenting. Those of you that have bought merch, thank you. We have heaps of these towels in stock. If you do want to grab anything like that, we really do appreciate it. It goes a long way to helping us make content like this. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. Have a great Chrissy, and we'll see you in the new year.
See you then.
Oh shit, I haven't been recording.
Yes, you have. I thought this video was all about me.
Yeah, just use Tiff 10 for any discount from Spotlight.